lovelies, welcome back to the channel. I want to first start this episode by thanking everyone who came to say hello at the weekend at the Bantam Heritage Jeep Festival. It was so fantastic meeting a lot of you and saying hey to you guys who I have seen and met before. Now we've just passed from Pennsylvania into Ohio. We're actually going to be spending a couple of days here in Canton, Ohio, because we always like to spend a couple of days with our friends here, Tommy and Amy from Off the Grid Motorsports, and Val and Jeff. And also we did blow out 2 tires on the trailer on the way here pretty badly. Walter is not feeling very confident about heading on the road with 1 spare. So we've ordered some tires. They're heading to Tommy's shop. I'm so excited about heading into Off the Grid Motorsports because he always has some kind of cool stuff going on in there. So I can't wait to see what is going on this week in that shop. Let's head on over there. They always have cool stuff going on in here. This being one of them. I know nothing about this, but I do know someone who does.
Hello, my name is Jeremy, and I work here at Off the Grid, and this is stuff we get to work on. This specific truck, actually, we've been doing a decent amount of stuff to. There's more on the list that's actually going to be getting done to it also. So
what exactly are you guys doing to this?
There's actually a list of things we're going to be doing to it. We have a lift kit for it, which is a zone off-road.
Okay.
It's getting new leaf springs underneath of it for that specific lift kit.
Yeah.
It's getting wheels, which actually the wheels for this truck that are coming are the same wheels that are on it already. It's just they're bigger.
They're bigger.
Yeah. It's also getting, we're putting a roll bar in it.
Okay.
And doing this first before because it's also getting a bed liner.
Nice.
So since it's getting the bed liner, we like to go through first and we'll do all of our holes first, oversize the holes so the liner doesn't shrink them.
Okay.
And then we don't have to do any drilling after.
How long does it normally take for you to do something like this, like a job like this?
It usually doesn't take that long. Like a normal bed liner in instance usually only takes me about an hour and a half. But
okay, I was thinking days. For this
Oh,
guy's
no,
a couple of hours.
Yeah, it's only a couple hours. It's not that long of a job.
Are you guys doing anything to the interior? Because the interior, it looks.
I don't think we are doing anything to the interior right now. But I mean, this is a really good customer of ours. He comes back all the time. So I know he'll probably be back eventually after we get all of this done.
Cool, I'm gonna leave him to do his thing. I do not want to take any more time. So yeah, thank you so much. That was super cool. I really like this. I like it in blue. Okay, a very quick question for you guys. What year do you think this truck is? I'm asking you because on the paperwork it says it's a 78. The guys here are like, there's absolutely no way. They know their stuff. This is late 80s. And whenever we look at the VIN, this is what comes up. It says that it's not even a vehicle. So let me know what year you think this truck is in the comments below.
No vehicle found.
So it looks like the wheels, tires, and caps are not going to be here until tomorrow morning. But what we are going to do is we're going to unload Nessie off the trailer just to make it a little bit lighter, store this stuff for the night, and we'll be back tomorrow. Gonna come back to you guys tomorrow. And it's the next day. We have a lot of work to get done today on this trailer. I'm gonna go into the back right now, lift that trailer up, take all the wheels and tires off. I'm gonna be replacing all of the seals there. We have new caps coming, and then I'm gonna be dismounting the wheels off the tires and putting the new tires on the wheels. We got a lot of work to get done today. Okay, so we're gonna take a look at the seal on this one. As you can tell, it looks absolutely terrible. Same with the middle one. There's something going on here. This one looks great, but as I just said before, I'm going to be switching all of them out. So we're going to take all of them off anyway. Okay, so I can't actually get these hubs off. I think the brake pads are too tight back there. So there's a little star mechanism at the back of here that I'm just gonna click, and it should loosen it off a little so I can get those hubs off. So this is what the hubs look like. You're gonna see all of this grease in here. That is not supposed to be there whatsoever, which means that the seals are kaput. They're done. Now you'll notice that there is this spring right here. That's actually part of the seal. That spring in there actually keeps the tension on the spindle. So the fact that this looks like this is an indication that we definitely have to switch them out. It is going to absolutely bucket it down with rain at the moment. We're taking everything in so that we can clean all of that up so it looks brand spanking new, and then we'll come out here once it's calmed down a little bit, put everything back on this side, and then we'll head on to the other side and just get it done. Tires done. Time to clean. Ew. And it's yet another day here in Canton, Ohio, because of what you saw. Yes, let's rewind. So I took that bearing out, and it is completely what I like to call floured. Not exactly how you're supposed to have those. So what we decided to do is actually just replace all the bearings and all the races. So we were waiting last night to get all of those. Today is another day. Today is the day that we're going to have everything done. So I got to get those races out. I got to get the rest of the bearings out. I got to put the new races in. I got to get the bearings in, and then I got to put everything back together. Shouldn't take too long in theory, but we do have a lot of work. Let's get to work again. Come out here because the guys play phenomenal music, by the way, at Off the Grid Motorsports to keep their work going smoothly, and I wasn't going to ask them to switch it off. But we've come out here, as you just saw, we took all of those races out, not with a race bearing set at all. No, we had an air tool. Definitely going to have to get me one of those because that just took the workload down from, for me, probably like an hour and a half to under 10 minutes. Come out here to show you our new races and bearings. Typically when you switch out a bearing, you want to switch out the race as well. Even if the surface looks great, we don't know what's been going on with everything turning in here, and honestly, if you're gonna replace one, you may as well replace the other. We have the inner bearing race right here. We have the smaller one, which is the outer. And of course, we have our new seals as we saw yesterday. I've just come out here and I've noticed that there is rust on the spindles, just surface rust. It was raining all last night. And even although we had those covered, it still appeared, of course, because it's the East Coast. Duh. So I'm just gonna have to Scotch-Brite that really lightly before putting anything on out here. But let's get everything reassembled back in the shop so that we can head on out here, put everything back together on the trailer, and get ready for our long journey across the country. Alright, now that those hubs are all looking all good, we're back out here. Of course I have my Scotch-Brite pad. You guys know that I need to get that surface rust off those spindles, get those hubs on, get the wheels and tires on, and get on the road. Maybe. Okay, so they went on pretty easy, which is fantastic. But before we put the wheel and tire on, which is the very last thing to do, is we're going to tighten those brakes up. As you guys saw at the beginning, or near the beginning, I had to loosen those brakes, which is why they went on so easy. So alright, I lied. I have one more thing to do, and that is to switch the battery out in the Ford truck. Why? Well, we've been running on one battery the past couple of days. Everything has been working completely fine, but before we were getting a really strong smell of sulfur, and smoke started coming out of the hood. Now, originally we just thought that maybe an animal had crawled up there and died, but the battery is bad. So we're going to be switching it over to a full throttle battery. Nessie runs full throttle batteries. Mischief Maker for the past year has been running full throttle batteries. Our crawler hauler will be changing over to full throttle batteries. That is why a full throttle battery is going in here. So it's a very simple thing, but it's something that we definitely have to get done before hitting the road. So let's get it done. Okay, so we are full throttled up in here. Everything new on here. Can't thank Tommy and all the guys at Off the Grid Motorsports here in Canton, Ohio enough. We're ready to get on the road, head back west. There's so much that's going to be happening. Definitely keep an eye out for everything coming up, and thanks for watching.